All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to get started. My name is Matt Wolodarski, and I'm a Senior Program Manager on the OneDrive and Sharepoint Customer Engineering organization here at Microsoft. And today, I'm really excited to be talking to you about a project that I've been working on for over a year now, and that's called Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways. How many folks here are pretty familiar with learning pathways? Okay, that's great. For those of you that aren't that familiar, Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways is a new on-demand end-user training solution from Microsoft that we're making available for our customers to install in their environment so that you can customize it and then make it available to your end users to help train them on the different apps and services across Microsoft 365, whether it's Teams, OneDrive, SharePoint, all of the Office apps. This is a training portal, essentially, that you can send your end users to get that training on demand. How many folks here have actually installed the solution? Okay, good. We have been in beta for a number of months now, so thank you to those who have been our beta customers. We very much appreciate that. The good news is, for those of you that may have been sitting on the fence waiting for us to remove that beta label, this week we announced the general availability of Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways. So that's really exciting, and I hope at the end of my presentation here, I'll be able to convince you, whether it's today on the conference room floor or when you get back to your office, to go out and install Learning Pathways. There's no cost. It's a service that we're making available to our Office 365 and Microsoft 365 customers to help you train your end users. But I do realize that I'm going to have to convince you to take that leap. And so let me spend some time giving you an overview of the solution. And then very quickly, I want to jump into the solution itself and take a look at a demo. So I think all of us here can appreciate the importance of training end users when it comes to driving adoption of any solution, be it Microsoft 365 or otherwise. And that's really why we're providing this training solution for you and for your end users. I like to think about it as Spotify for learning, and I'm going to talk about the ways in which you can create your own playlists and your users can go through those playlists at their kind of leisure so that they can get ready for using the different apps and services in Microsoft 365. Let me talk a little bit about the different components that come in Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways. First off, you get this first-run SharePoint site experience. So we've essentially created the training portal that's ready to go, that you can implement, and depending upon how much you want to customize is really how long it will take for you to get the solution implemented and rolled out to your end users. So there's that SharePoint site template that gets installed. That connects to an online catalog of end-user content. So again, for Teams, Yammer, OneDrive, all the different apps and services, we're providing always up-to-date end-user training content. And I think that word, always up-to-date, is really, really important. We've spoken to many, many different customers. We get it. You don't want to be in the content maintenance business. Every time we make an update, we launch a new feature, a new innovation to the service, you don't want to have to go back and update a bunch of static training content. So we're going to take on that burden for you so that when updates are made to the service, we'll publish them into that content repository, and they'll become available in your tenant environment or your instance of Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways. So that's really critical. And then in addition to that, in speaking with customers, we heard loud and clear about the importance of being able to customize the training content to suit your environment, whether that's how you're rolling out the different apps and services, the different workloads. A lot of customers do it in a serialized fashion, so you want to make sure that the content that is being shared with your end users is reflective of your environment, how you've rolled out Office 365 or Microsoft 365. So we've got some great customization capabilities that we're going to get into in just a moment, and I'll show you how powerful it can be in terms of customizing that end-user training experience. And then finally, all of this needs to be easily installable. We have something called the Sharepoint Provisioning service, which I'm going to show you in a moment. That allows you essentially to get this ready to go, up-to-date site installed in your environment in about 15 minutes. Through our testing, it takes, on average, about 15 minutes to get this fully functioning site set up in your tenant environment. So I'm going to show you how to go about getting it provisioned, but before I do that, I did want to spend a brief moment talking a little bit about how this all works, how it comes together, those different components of the solution that I just walked you through. So first off, we have that content repository. That is actually a feed coming from a GitHub repository that we've set up, what's called a Content Delivery Network, or a CDN. We're pulling content from support.office.com. For those of you that are familiar with that public training content we make available. And then we're going to bring that into your instance of the SharePoint training site through this Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways web part. How many folks here have actually heard of SharePoint communication sites or played around with them? Okay, most of you have, that's great. For those of you that aren't familiar with SharePoint communication sites, these are a site type within SharePoint Online that are ideal for communicating to a broad audience. So if you've got a department portal, an important project that many people in the organization are involved in, your intranet, communication sites are ideal for serving those needs. Great out-of-the-box capabilities to author and create these beautiful SharePoint sites. And we've done some of the upfront work to configure a site experience that is attuned to the training needs of end users. And this is, of course, something that you can customize using the out-of-the-box authoring capabilities. It's become very, very simple, very much consumer-like publishing capabilities, as you would expect. Okay, so let's take a look now at how you go about getting this solution into your environment. So we've got a ton of documentation up on docs.microsoft.com. The way that you get there, and I'm going to show the URL later on in the presentation, but it's very simple, at least in my mind, is aka.ms/WAC M365LP, with the LP being, of course, for Learning Pathways. So if you go there, that's going to redirect you to this page where you'll get all your frequently asked questions answered. You'll learn how to install the solution, how to customize it. In terms of actually provisioning it, implementing it in your tenant environment, you're going to want to select this Provisioning Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways link. As I mentioned, all you need to implement this solution is SharePoint and the licensing rights for that. There's no additional cost. However, if you're going to be the one that is implementing it, there are some prerequisites just so you have the permissions to be able to implement it. And if you don't have those, then you would just have to work with your tenant administrator. So just make sure that you or that individual is going through the prerequisites to make sure it's a seamless process. So when I'm ready to install, I would just come to this link here, Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways Solution page. Select that. Now, this is going to take me into a bigger kind of program and a bigger site called the Sharepoint Provisioning Service. The Sharepoint Provisioning Service is a site where you can go and find all sorts of different SharePoint site templates. The purpose of those site templates are really to help you envision what's possible with SharePoint. There's been a ton of work around the design, look and feel, so check those out if you are interested in showing your colleagues on what's possible with SharePoint, but we are zeroed in today, obviously, talking about learning pathways. So this is going to take you directly to the solution page. And from here, you would just select Add Your Tenant. I'm not going to do that because I am limited in time, and I was told if I go even a second over my time, people are going to come down, a SWAT team is going to come down and get me off the stage. But essentially, what you'll do is log in to the tenant that you want to install Learning Pathways into. So use those credentials. There'll be a brief form with some pre-populated information. You just have to verify that, select add, implement, and the heavy lifting will be done by the provisioning service. You don't have to do anything more in terms of getting it implemented. 15 minutes later, as I mentioned, it should be installed in your environment. So it is a straightforward process. You just need to make sure you've got the right permissions and an app catalog within SharePoint Online. But all that detailed information, again, is available on our docs pages. All right, so let's get to what you came here for, which is to actually look at the solution. And so this is what you'll get when you install Microsoft 365 Learning Pathways. It's this first run experience, training experience. And what I'm going to do from a demo perspective today is walk through two personas. First, I'm going to show you the end user experience, and then I'm going to show you behind the scene. For those of you that are going to be administering this, I'm going to show you what I think is really the worth the price of admission, the admin capabilities to be able to customize, create your own playlists for your end users. So that's really cool. We'll get into that in just a moment. From an end user experience perspective, we design this on the first principle that all of us as learners, we have our own preferences when it comes to learning, right? Some of us like to learn through others. Some of us like to go through very quick training, tell me the basics, and then let me go and be dangerous in the tool. And if I discover that I've got some gaps, then I'll go back and I'll go through that training. But I don't want to spend too much time in training. Others like to really immerse themselves in product training before they're ready to dip their toe in the water. And so we've got deep product training, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And then finally, we all know that you use Office 365 or Microsoft 365 to get work done, not simply for the cool features. And so we've got some scenario-based training, which I think is an excellent area for you to really customize and create your own scenario-based playlists to suit your organizational processes and goals and objectives. So let's take a look at some of the training content. I'm going to jump in to start with 6 simple steps. What you'll find throughout all of these playlists and the different training content is it is a combination of articles and videos. The videos themselves are designed to be very short, quick, snappy, consumable, and just so you know, I mean, that is not an accident. There's a whole research team behind this, or an end user training content team that's doing all of the writing of the content at Microsoft. And they're doing a lot of research. They're doing a lot of usability testing, and all of that insight is coming into decisions like, how should we create the content? How long should the videos be? What should be those 6 simple steps so that we're picking those sticky features that are going to have people come back? So rest assured and have that confidence that you've got this whole Microsoft end user training content team behind you curating the end user training content that is proven to work best for end users. So I'll just go through this a little bit. All of this is dynamic content. It's coming in through that web part, so these aren't static pages here whatsoever. And I can just kind of navigate through the key steps to getting started with Office 365. Now, as part of the new release that we just made available this week, we've added some new features and some important improvements to the UI. So for those of you that have been using earlier versions, you might notice that we've updated the navigation. You can go back, forward. There's a table of contents here right in the center of the navigation if I want to jump ahead, just making it obviously that much easier for end users to find the content that they need. So that's getting started with 6 simple steps. I'm going to go back and dive in now to the detailed product training. And you can see here, there really is a breadth of content. We've got the majority of the Microsoft 365 apps and services represented here. We're always adding. This week, for example, we just added Access, some great accessibility training, as well as forms, and all sorts of new playlists throughout some of these existing products that we've had up here for some time now. So we're going to be doing those updates on kind of a regular rhythm so that you can take advantage of that. But I'm going to dive into the Excel training. Now, the reason I'm doing that is a little bit personal, but when I first started out in my career, I have to admit I was very, very intimidated by Excel. Obviously, now working at Microsoft, I took the time to get comfortable with it. But here you can see there's a real breadth and depth to the Excel training, starting at the beginning. Give me an introduction to Excel. Show me how I can work with cells, tables, charts, and then, oh boy, the scariest of them all, pivot tables. So if I jump in here, there's a whole playlist now that I can go through to become an expert in pivot tables. So Not going to take you too much further there, but just to let you know that there is that depth and breadth of training for each of these individual products. Okay, I told you about the scenario playlist. We've got some of those here. This is how you would show scenarios that cut across the suite to get work done. This one's all about creating impactful content together, how to create and save work, share files, co-author. So again, a great area for you to think about what custom scenarios you could add to Learning Pathways here. Okay, so now I want to show you behind the scenes, and I want to take you to the admin experience. This is where you can create your own custom playlists. In addition to that, what I'm going to show you right now is one of the easier admin features, and that is the ability to show or hide certain playlists or certain technologies. So say, for example, you weren't quite ready to roll out Yammer in your organization. That's something that you have planned out for 6 months from now. You can just come in here, select the Yammer category and the eyeball right here. And what that's going to do is hide all of the Yammer training content playlists from the view of the end user. So this helps you not confuse your users with a tool that isn't even available yet. And when you're ready to roll out Yammer, you can just simply come back and re-click that eyeball, and then the content will be viewable to the end users. That's pretty basic. What I find is very, very cool is the ability to create my own custom playlist. So let's say at my organization, instead of 6 simple steps, I had 5 simple steps that I wanted to communicate to my end users and train them on to get started. So what I would do is I could create a playlist from scratch, but now with this new copy playlist feature that we've just introduced this week, it's become much easier to just make some edits, simple edits to an existing playlist that Microsoft has curated and is maintaining, so that I don't have to go through all the effort of starting from scratch. So it's a big time saver. And what I'll do is just select the copy playlist here, go into edit the details. I can just make some minor adjustments, and then I'm going to save this. And I want to go back and start to make adjustments to the playlist. So as I mentioned, we want 5 simple steps, so I'm going to get rid of some of these. I'm going to get rid of try new things. Now, this work with your team, that's great, but I've got very specific training content that I want to share with my end users about how to work at Contoso, how to work with your team members. So let's create a new asset, and I'm going to call that one Work with My Colleagues at Contoso Travel. I'll select the technology here. This is going to be a Teams-focused playlist. I'll select Create an Asset Page, and what this is now doing in the background is creating a SharePoint page template with the title that I gave it here, Work with My Colleagues. Let's just save that quickly, and then I'm going to go back in and edit that. Now, for those of you that have played around with SharePoint Modern communication sites, basically anything that you can do in SharePoint, which is a lot with all the different web parts, you can do with your training asset. So for example, the way I would get started here is just select Edit. Now again, this is all out of the box authoring capabilities. I'm just going to add a new section. We're going to make this a 2-column because what I want to do is I want to, on this page, have side by side my custom training with the Microsoft supplied training. And I'm going to show you how that will work. First off, I'm going to drop in, I created an excitement video for Contoso. So I'll have to put in a YouTube web part, grab the embed code that I copied earlier. Now this video is actually a pretty cool video Microsoft published about 10 years ago, and it was its vision at the time of the future of productivity. Interesting to see how certain things they got right and other things not so much. So now I want to put it side by side with the Learning Pathways curated content from Microsoft. So by default, it's got all of the content that's in Learning Pathways. Now obviously that's a little overwhelming, and this is focused exclusively on working with my team, and so I want to now edit that, and the way I would do it is just select the pencil, and I can then filter this, this web part down to the Teams playlist. I just have to refresh it here. Bear with me for a moment. Okay, so here I can find the Microsoft Teams content. I'm going to select Apply, publish that. Now this asset has been added to that 5 Simple Steps playlist. I'll just show you that very quickly. I think I put it in first days. Yep, there it is. I'm going to have to go back and hide the 6 simple steps, but that's okay. Let's open this up. If I wanted to run my own training campaign, I could just copy that link and then post it to one of the graphics. So I might put a featured graphic for the focus of the month is on teamwork, and then that will link directly to this new training campaign that I've created. So that is a very quick run through both the end user experience and the admin capabilities to really make this site and the training content yours. Very quickly, I'm just going to wrap up with final thoughts. I do want to just touch on adoption. It's obviously critically important once you build this thing to get end users aware of it, coming to the site, benefiting from all this end user training content. So we've got some great resources for you there. Email templates to run campaigns, a sample campaign calendar, some best practices. This is actually embedded in the solution as well in the Admin Success Center, which is new, and I didn't get to show you that. I apologize. However, that is definitely worth taking a look at, that Admin Success Center. A little bit on our roadmap. One of the big questions I often get is, hey, when is multilingual coming out? When is that going to be supported? Today, we just support English. In Q1, early next year, calendar year 2020, we're going to be enabling multilingual support. We're going to support 9 of the main languages. So definitely look for that, along with future updates that we are going to be doing on a quarterly basis. So hopefully I've convinced you to give this a shot, install it in your environment. There's really nothing to lose to play around with it, and hopefully from there you can leverage the resources to make it yours and to start to roll it out to your end users. We also have a set of great partners that have extended the solution or creating custom content that can also help you deploy and customize the solution. So check them out and check me out later on at the booth. I will be at the adoption booth immediately after this if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to talk to you further. So thank you very much.